Recording. Yep, we're good. Week 12.
Take 3.
Take 3. Week 12. Big week. First round by a state. Playoff implications. Teams trying to qualify. So the first game is Cairo versus Wixom. What do you got?
Yeah, it's been a tough COVID week around the league, which could have hurt Cairo losing Lamar, but having Antonio Gibson put up 38 points on Thanksgiving was huge. For Wixom, it's great to have Carson back to round the lineup out, but outside of Aaron Jones and Waller this week, I'm not entirely sure what to expect, and I'll take Cairo this week.
All right, our next game is a game of the week. Number 1 versus number 2, Dearborn versus Houston. For Dearborn, I like Jacobs versus Atlanta, and I like Allen versus Buffalo. For the Cornells, Brown versus Kansas City is good. I like Rodgers versus Chicago. He always plays those guys good. But I think the difference this week is going to be Cam Newton. If he plays good, Dearborn wins. If he plays bad, Houston wins. But I'm going to go with Dearborn.
I think I've been projected to lose the last 7 or 8 weeks without McCaffrey. So
keep winning.
Let's go.
Keep winning. So, all right. Our next game is Rochester versus Inkster. What do you think?
Yeah, more positive test for both teams. Losing Connor and Andrews, huge losses for the respective teams. But for Inkster to even be in this matchup, I think Ben Roethlisberger needs to shred the Ravens D and get everyone involved. And Godwin needs all the looks in a shootout with Kansas City. But I have Rochester.
Yeah, the COVID Bowl is on today. For the Napalms, no Taylor, no Andrews. Kind of surprised he hasn't picked up a replacement. He must be pretty confident in his lineup because he has all that other firepower anyway. For Inkster, Hill versus Tampa Bay looks pretty good to me. And I do like Samuel versus Minnesota, but like you were saying, Roethlisberger is going to have to do it. So I'm going to have to take the Napalms. Our next game is Riverdale versus A2. Big playoff implications here, trying to qualify for that last spot. Big game from Fuller on Thanksgiving, major game, but A2 had Watson, so it kind of, balance that out. I do expect a big game for Michael Thomas for A2, and I like Diggs versus Buffalo. But Riverdale still has Hopkins, Adams, and Herbert still going, so I got to take Riverdale.
Yeah, I had a lot of the same, and I think Michael Thomas has a great game, but to put him over the top, I think Taysom Hill needs to throw his first touchdown in 5 years back in the BYU days. But yeah, for Riverdale with Adams and Hopkins still to play, I have to go with the Roots.
All right, next game is Savage versus Hill. For Savage, got 2 points out of Zeke, but really he's going to have a really big game this week with Julio Jones out. For Hill, most of his teams are already played, and they only got 50 points, so I don't know how Savage couldn't win this game. I'm taking 55.
Yeah, them Cowboys suck ass. Good thing he only had Zeke in the lineup, but couldn't even muster 3 points. But yeah, I wish Hell could have got the lineup together just to take Galladay out to make it a matchup. I'll take 55 and Zeke's 2.9.
All right, next matchup is Beaver Creek versus Vegas. For Beaver Creek, Murray versus New England won't be an easy matchup for him. Bill Belichick's just good at that type of stuff. Should be a low-scoring kind of game. But I do like Slayton versus Cincinnati and Dalvin Cook. Whatever. Dalvin Cook, that's all you need to say about that. I never get into the defenses, too much, but New England going against that Denver defense with who knows that quarterback. The defense might score 3 touchdowns themselves. For Vegas, they did get 24 out of Cooper. And I like Carr versus Atlanta. I actually tried to pick him up this week. I got outbid. But yeah, Chenault with Glennon or whoever's starting for Jacksonville, I got to take Beaver Creek.
Yeah, can Glennon spray the ball to the multiple Jacksonville receivers this week? Vegas got a great game out of Cooper, and I expect Deontay Johnson to keep his 3-4 game streak going where he's just been on an absolute tear. For Beaver Creek, when will Dalvin Cook be slowed down? Can he be slowed down? But I do like Juju in the slot against Baltimore. I think that's going to be Roethlisberger's best chance to slip the ball in. And I like the Robbie Anderson-Bridgewater connection this week. But I do think Kyler actually has a great game against New England. I have Beaver Creek.
All right, and the last matchup is Shelby versus Ridgemont. What do you think?
Shelby's been railing off the victories as of late. Started 0-6 or something, 3 wins now. Been going great, but Mahomes, Kelsey, Cup, too many points there. I have Ridgemont.
Yeah, I think when we did like the draft review show, I think we had Shelby finishing at like 7-6. So I'm kind of surprised at them starting 0-6. Same thing for Ridgemont too. I'm surprised they had that record. I like Goff versus San Francisco for Shelby. I like Hunt versus Jacksonville. Ridgemont, you got the Mahomes Kelsey duo, and I like Nyheim Hines versus Tennessee. So I'm gonna go with Ridgemont. That's the picks for the third take. Hopefully, we got them in. Good luck this week. See you next week.